Mat leave and pensions for sex workers. So Belgium has created a world's first law that means sex workers will get maternity leave and pensions. So this is a pretty groundbreaking law because it means that sex workers will be entitled to official employment contracts, health insurance, sick days, maternity leave, and pensions. Basically, sex work will be treated like any other job. And this new law also gives sex workers fundamental rights, so that means that they can choose to refuse a client, they can refuse a specific act, or they can stop an act at any time. There's also a bunch of new rules for employers, so they have to meet specific background criteria, things like not having any prior convictions for sexual assault, human trafficking, or fraud. They also have to make sure that the premises is clean, and they have to provide condoms and other hygiene products and make sure that there is a panic button in each room. And employers are also not allowed to dismiss an employee who refuses a client or a specific act. Now, people in Belgium can still engage in independent sex work, but they won't be covered by these protections. It's only for people who sign an employment contract. So the aim of this new law is to combat abuse and exploitation in the sex work industry, which for a very long time has had a gap in legal protection for those who work in it. So Belgium decriminalised sex work in 2022, but it created a kind of grey zone because it didn't give sex workers any kind of protections or labour rights like health insurance or an unemployment benefit. The Belgian Union of Sex Workers said that this is a huge step forward and ends legal discrimination against sex workers. But as this article by Euronews notes, there are some critics who argue that this new law can't fully address the stigma and risks that are associated with sex work, particularly for those who don't have documentation. Let us know what you think in the comments, and before you go, if you would like to keep up with more world events relating to all things sex and culture, please make sure to subscribe to our channel.